What is up, boys? Welcome to another video. And first and foremost, I just want to ask you, why are you here? Right? Ask yourself, why am I here? Obviously, you want to make a change before the new year. You don't want to wait till New Year's resolutions or have a resolution, right? Those things are complete bullshit, and you most likely agree with that. So, you're here to transform your life before 2026, right? To build these good habits, these morning routines, to build that physique, build whatever you want before the year starts so that you can have a good note to start off the year with. So I've been through the circle with personal development, self-improvement. It's all a journey. So just to give you some background, I was playing video games a lot and I had a decent physique in high school, right? Didn't have any purpose really, just making content, playing video games, playing sports, whatever, right? And then I got into a relationship I got broken up with, and that shit broke me. And then I became depressed, broke out with a bunch of acne, and just felt terrible about myself. And I ran into things like I was a slave to my own lust, doing dumb shit in college, partying and dumb shit, and like just eating out a lot of crumble cookie, and just wasn't taking my health that serious. But we fast forward to this year, we made a significant change. We got baptized, renewed my relationship with God. We hopped on stage for the first time and competed in my first bodybuilding show, and that was a great time. And then obviously a lot happier now and a lot more confident with who I am and know what I want to do in life. So the next step to take, once you reflect on your journey, ask yourself why you're here. Why do you want to improve, right? And that is why it is so important to find your why, right? Your why keeps you going, not motivation, right? Motivation is going to get you started, but when you realize that you have a why to, like, why am I doing all of this? It is so much easier to wake up every single day and just attack that goal, attack that dream in your head, right? Who is the person you want to become? Ask yourself that. Do you want to become the best version of yourself? Do you want to be a man that your kids and your wife can look up to, right? A strong why is so important. I can't stress that enough. Next is to just shift your mindset, right? Tell yourself that I am disciplined with my diet and training, right? As stupid as it may sound, just tell yourself you are. And eventually you're going to fall into these good habits. You're going to, build that physique. You're going to eat well, eat healthy, and people are going to look up to you for that and ask you questions maybe, right? You want to show up no matter what, right? Tell yourself, I show up no matter what. I walk with confidence anywhere I go because I am the man that shows up, right? Being a man that shows up, you can become more proud about yourself so that you can wake up with a smile on your face and do anything that you're willing to do. Now, the next step is to obviously kill your old self, right? We all have bad habits, routines, vices, and addictions. Whether it was, for me, it was Pornhub and just sleeping in, a little bit of drinking, doing stupid shit, right? Like if you're smoking, vaping, doom scrolling on TikTok, Instagram all night, not getting good sleep, drinking heavily, and just binge eating, you're not going to become that best version of yourself. That is why you need to kill the self, kill the person that you don't serve no more, right? That life serves no purpose in your life. It is not meant for you, right? Being an alcoholic or just being addicted to drugs, porn, lust, hooking up with girls, that does not serve you no more. And you want to make a change. You want to become a much better man so that you can live a fulfilling life. And the next step is building a morning routine that you can be proud of, right? That you can wake up and be proud of doing the things you do every single morning so that you can start your days on a good note so that you have the rest of the day to just attack, right? So my exact morning routine consists of waking up between 5 and 5:30 a.m. It's not perfect, but between that time, I'll usually wake up with like 4 alarms going off so that I can get my ass up. And next, I just do my personal hygiene, brush my teeth, skincare, get ready for the gym, get my gym clothes on, do my hair, all that shit. Then I journal, and then I pray a deep prayer. Then I read 2 to 3 chapters of my Bible, and then I eat my pre-workout meal. Holy shit! But my pre-workout meal, and then just eat protein oatmeal, some bananas or grapes, and obviously a bunch of water before my workout. And then I'll head to the gym about 45 minutes after I eat that meal. Just let it digest a little bit. Maybe go on a walk to help it digest faster. But you need to figure out what works for you, right? My morning routine is not going to be the same as yours or, Your morning routine is not going to be the same as your best friends or your mother or your dad, whoever it may be, right? Your morning routine is built for you. What works for you? What is going to get you out of bed in the morning so that you can do something that you're proud of, that you enjoy doing, so that you can just live a better life and become better every single morning. That 1% better is what we're chasing, right? And it starts with the morning. And yes, you guessed it, of course, personal training, going to the gym is part of personal development, self-improvement, right? Find a workout split that you can be consistent with, right? And you need to show up with effort and wanting to be better, right? You can't just go through the motions going in the gym, right? So that is why I broke down the training splits for you guys. We have push-pull legs, upper, lower, the Arnold split, which is like chest, back, arms, shoulders, and then legs, and then repeat, or push-pull legs, upper, lower, 2 rest days, right? You can combine splits to make it different every training day so it doesn't get too repetitive. Sometimes I do that. So it's just a little bit different every single day, and that I can enjoy my training and look forward to it. And your volume, right? A lot of people get this wrong. Don't train too much volume, right? 10 to 18 sets per muscle group a week is ideal, right? Think about the quality over the quantity of your lifts, right? More volume does not always mean more growth, and every set should be close to or till failure with good form, right? Obviously, those last 2 or 3 reps going to failure, you can perform a little bit ego lift. You have to do that sometimes, to be honest with you. Train with intensity, and you want to progressive overload. Over time, you do more, right? You increase the weight every single week, not every single day, right? Every single week, just try to go up 2 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever you can do, so that you can get stronger, so that you can make progress. And that is why it's important to track your lifts, right? Steady growth compounds over time. So tracking your lifts, knowing what weight you did last week so that you can improve this week is very important if you want to grow and build that physique, have that abs, be jacked, right? I know you all want to be jacked. Don't lie to yourself. And the next step is obviously nutrition. Of course, we're going to break it down, because why wouldn't I, right? That'd be stupid of me. So obviously you have cutting and bulking. You all know, most likely you're going to have to bulk. A lot of you skinny guys or smaller people that want to get jacked, bulking is part of the process, right? Your macros, your protein, carbs, fats. And if you want to bulk, you need to be in a calorie surplus, meaning that you need to consume more calories than you burn, because that equals muscle gain or even fat gain if you overdo it. And a calorie deficit obviously is consuming fewer calories than you burn, so you can lose fat. And if you want a body recomposition to just maintain, obviously eat the calories that you're supposed to do with the calculator that we have right here. And reminder, cutting and bulking are seasons, not lifestyles, right? You are cutting for a period of time and then you're going to bulk, right? Or you're going to go in a maintenance phase and then you're going to bulk, right? Bulking is not a forever thing. That is unhealthy. You need to maintain your body fat so that you don't get too fat, so you don't look like shit, and then you're going to have no confidence with yourself, right? Obviously, protein is about 1 gram per pound of body weight. That is simple shit you guys should know. Carbs, fats, of course, your fats are your hormones, your brain function and recovery. Very important to eat your fats as well. And your carbs are your main source of training fuel. Apologies, boys, for the little pause. I can only record in 5-minute increments, so that's why there's little cuts here and there. But where was I? You want to aim for 80 to 90% whole foods and allow 10 to 20% flexibility for your sanity, right? You want to enjoy life while making progress, while getting jacked, while keeping your abs, while growing and getting stronger, right? It is possible. You can eat crumble once a week or sushi, cheeseburgers, whatever it may be, but you need to have self-control. You need to have a balance, right? That is why about 85%, 90% of your diet should be locked in. And the other 10%, you can have a little bit of freedom, a little bit of flexibility, and eat outside that calorie range for one day. And I promise you, you won't overspill. You won't lose any progress just because 1 meal or 2 meals out of the week are just complete bullshit, right? And reminder that hydration and sleep amplify results. Do not overlook them. And obviously we're here at the next step, which is the recovery phase, right? It is by far one of the most important phases that you can't neglect, right? Your training means nothing if you do not know how to recover properly, right? You need to take care of your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. All 3 things align with becoming a better man. Obviously, sleep is literally free. You want to be getting 7, 8 hours, 6 hours is okay. If, 1 or 2 nights or 3 nights, you can't get enough sleep, you'll be fine. But Consistent sleep wake up times in a dark, cool room will make a big difference, right? That is how you can get a good quality of sleep. And deep sleep is when growth hormone and muscle repair peak. I learned that in psychology class, so I thought I'd throw that in this little presentation I cooked up for you guys. And the next part a lot of people don't talk about enough is your stress management, right? High stress will equal high cortisol, which will result in you to recover very poorly, right? That is why you need to have relaxation habits like journaling, walking, or just spending time outside, right? Whatever puts your mind at peace, your body at peace, do those things so that you can just be stress free for a little bit and not worry about the things that life throws at you, right? And then next up is to have deload weeks, every 6 to 8 weeks or even 10 weeks, reduce the intensity or the volume just by a little bit or the sets, whatever, so that you can just have a week to, you know, not put so much stress on your muscles so that they can repair and recover properly. And obviously, nutrition is very important as well. Your post workout meals should be having 20 to 40 grams of protein, and you need carbs to replenish your glycogen storages, right? Don't neglect carbs after your workouts because you need to refuel your muscles after your workouts as well, right? And obviously, stay hydrated because if you're not hydrated enough, you will slow down your recovery, right? Take creatine as well if you can. I promise you, you're not going to lose your hair. You're not going to get bloated or get too fat. Creatine is an amazing supplement. I've been using it for like the past 4 years. So hop on creatine if you can as well. And make sure to be drinking hella water with that, like 3 to 4 liters a day. And lastly, guys, if you guys are interested in shooting me any questions, just click the link in the description. My Instagram will be there, and you guys can just DM me anything you want, any questions you may have, or if you're interested in, being coached by me one-on-one, you guys can fill out the application form. It will also be there as well, because I do have a couple clients that are making significant changes with their life, their bodies, and their minds. And if you want to be that man to take the next step and to, make progress and become a man that you can be proud of waking up to, and look in the mirror and be happy with that person, right? To have confidence in how you carry yourself, how you walk and work throughout life and talking to people, right? It's very important to be confident as a man. And that is pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed.